Yeni bölümden merhaba. En son nerede kalmıştık? O köyden kaçmıştık. Bir yere sığınmıştık. Burayı hatırlamıyorum. Görevden önce bir loot mu yapsak? Nedir la bu? Kredi istemiyorum, Allah rızası için beni bir salın ya. Neyse. Burada bir sürü esnaf var. Esnaf yalnız, esnaf. Aynen esnaf. İyi, ben bu tarafa nasıl geçeceğim? Açın lan kapıyı.
A few moments later.
Evet. Loot görünce çok mutlu oluyorum. Oluyorum ne ya? Ay, konuşmam kaydı. Oluyorum. Oluyorum. Normal oluyorum diyemedi diye bir türlü. Oluyorum. Oluyorum. Ay Allah'ım. Neyse. Ciddiyet. Aha. Biz.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
Biz insan değiliz, biz
I heard
uçuyoruz.
human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to offer.
Sizde başka bir türlü mü işliyor olay?
Business or rest?
Rest, and maybe some trading.
Ah, welcome. How can I help you?
Neyse.
He travels the land.
You associate
stealing
with
monsters
monsters.
for coin.
Evet, harika bir sahireyle gönül bağım var.
Morning, men.
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement. Turns out it's just a knife getting cold.
Greetings! And there goes my trade with Kedwin. I am your humble servant. I can see that.
Haydi yapalım. Güveniyorum kendime.
Sets my teeth on edge. Look, another.
No man can match a dwarf at arm wrestling, save maybe a witcher.
Teşekkür ederim.
Ants there.
I heard human
Neden
women
10 öğren?
sit
Bir dakika,
astride a man's
30'a anlaştık
bellies
biz.
to offer.
Fancy taking on...
Kazıkçı. Hadi 35 lan. Kayma Geralt Allah kahretsin Geralt. La lan kaybet.
big conjunctivitis.
Bir dakika tekrar hayır rövanş istiyorum.
They're free.
Ah, dwarfs, no poop.
Dur bir
Fancy
dakika ilk
taking up-
yenilgim bu. İlk yenilgim. Kabul etmiyorum.
That witch. Who's he?
He travels the lands, killing monsters for clay.
Who's he got those glistening eyes?
Sorcerers mutated him when he was young.
You're tough as mahakam and steel. The prize money is you.
Who's this muddle has to be? Damn! What's with everyone being so
Lots going on around here.
Aye. Virgin dragon slayer. Squirrels dazzled with her. Politicking peasants, witches and a witcher.
Ne ararsan.
Onlookers gawking at the whole thing.
Hope things get back.
Throw a rock, no matter the direction. That's how it is these days. Mages have to stand before their towers and score themselves a court. And they...
Don't be afraid of him.
Since when?
Sign of the times. Saskia treats the peasantry as our equals. And once you let... But that's not for me to judge. The point is, you can...
Any rules to this?
Each contender puts down his stake, which rises the more fights he wins. If up for the next fight, or are you just going to stand there?
A worthy contender, please.
For starters, you'll fight and stand and fight. But for... In that case, betting is now open. An end to the flailing and some... A wonderful show! Seems there's no one left to challenge the new...
Üzdü. Ne güzel para kazanıyorduk. Şimdi o.
It is I. Funny seeing you here. You've always claimed such fights were a primitive divert.
A true knight duels another in the exquisite company of ladies and real gentlemen.
Oh, I'll never forget the great achievements of Selkirk in the talk.
On many occasions did my brother prove his greatness. Alas, the world's going to the dogs. Today a knight must challenge commoners to prove his bravery.
Ovam
But there's a
sensin.
witcher among you. And though his blood is no match for mine, his warring master is satisfactory. Perhaps when he drops to the ground at my feet, you'll realize I'm not merely
Ay kıyamam.
I challenge you, Witcher. The wager is 2 sacks of gold. Believe me. Silgrat.
You want to prove
Hadi
you're your
bakalım.
brother's equal? Show me what you're made of.
Stand and fight.
Bite his balls!
Bir saniye. Aa envanteri göremiyoruz. Kaç para kazandıracak acaba? 30'u geçmiş miydik?
Stop stroking him and wrap him up!
Bu muydu ya? Daha zor bir şey beklerdim ha. O kadar artistlik yaptın.
You won. Finish
Manyak
me
mısın
off.
lan?
I'm no murderer. Besides, it was only a fist fight.
I'd rather have died at your hands.
It was an honest fight, just like you wanted.
You fail to understand. My reputation is ruined, my honor gone.
I thrashed you and won a pile of coin. Not sure I care about your reputation.
We'll meet again. Silgrat forgets no.
Ne aşağılaması ya. Yürü git.
Congratulations to the victors and thanks to the vanquished. You proved your master.
Verin bakalım paramı.
Fighting
Money
you
money
is an
money.
Let's tend to the
Para.
pool. Don't be afraid of him.
Hiç loot yok ya. Yakışıyor mu?
This shall be your chamber, Witcher. They say Selkirk of Gullet himself slept in his bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck, but at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else?
Thanks, Galen.
Kimdi o ya Gullet? Tanıdık geliyor.
Geralt, right? My uncles told me a lot about you.
Nice work with those spectres. And Saskia, well, I wager...
Your uncle?
Cecil, I help him out here and there managing the...
Nice to meet you. Is Cecil your guardian?
Aye, ever since my parents passed on. They took me in, fed me.
How did your parents die?
During one of the massacres them event arranged for us. But I'd rather not...
Sure, sorry. What'll you do when the battle rolls around?
I'll be right out front fighting. Uncle Cecil's allowed it.
No fears.
Of what? My uncle believes I can do it. And Yarpin taught me how to swing an axe with follow-through. I'll smash a few heads.
Battles are unpredictable, and you'll have to kill, wade through piles of bloody corpses, all the while watching you
To tell the truth, I'm shitting myself a bit. When I think on what's going to happen here, just don't tell my uncle, please. He's thrashed me.
I won't say a word. Hey, Scaler, one up.
I really like to wrestle, but...
It's not the contest of the century.
Steady on! I've got conditions.
Show me what you're made.
I'm at the top of the pile.
Who should I challenge?
Those chumps.
Burada bolluk çıkar yine. Oy oy oy. Çıkmaz mı?
Philippa asked after you. You associate with sorceresses.
Give us a kiss!
Dayıcım niyeti bozmuşsun ama ben Yennefer'dan başkasına bakmam.
I think I've heard of it. Would you look at that, friends? Geralt!
Greetings.
You don't know me, but I know you. I'm an imp
Vivaldi doing all right?
full of beans. And as per the instructions given to each of the banks,
Teşekkür ederim.
About now.
Sure thing. However, my means are limited. I can offer you the standard...
Aynen.
I'm sure Vivaldi wouldn't mind if I borrowed a bit more than that.
Bence de.
It's nearly all I've got on me. I'll manage some.
Ay kıyamam ama bütün parasını niye aldık adamın?
Godspeed, Witcher!
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why.
Ne lan?
For
Tekeli
now,
kırmızı, tekeli
I
beyaz
have
mı?
one piece of good
Tırnaklı.
news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes, but I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Of course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well.
How many?
We dwarves are near 200, but don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5-1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many, but we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael. Gentlemen, I give you Yorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers? Here they are. I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves, but even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon. He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf! Treason runs in his veins!
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadwenny for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Bloody hell! Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay, you killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
GG.
Poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
She ceased casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking, I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadour, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use leather right now.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Hayda. Tek şansımız gidecek.
Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
Hatıra gülü ne alaka şimdi?
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find.
Geri dönüp yenisini almayı tercih ederim o kaşara şey yapmak için.
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable.
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then, actually, you could tend to that yourself.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Niye en zor işi gene biz yapıyoruz? Yeter vallahi.
Only Philippa Eilhart may...
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures, so anyone headed to their quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed. The
One
squirrels
fleet
that have
bigger
made
than
camp
the
by their
strong
huts
basilisk.
are not our enemies, so says Saskia, and so it is. Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths.
What's going on?
I'm Elias, of Yorveth's command.
Tell me.
Men from Vergen have been disappearing for some time, so it doesn't seem...
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burnt village near the ravine that leads...
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you should...
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious...
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf.
Only men among the victims?
Young men. Human.
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. We're losing good.
I'll see what I can...
Now, open the gates and get to work.
Kesin vampir işidir. Dur kapı açıldı da ben de geliyorum.
My pensicles intrigue you?
Indeed. I'd like to see them.
Let's start with introductions then. I'm Felicia Corey, and you're Why the surprised face? I heard about you in school. fan of the love stories we read beneath our blankets.
You studied at Aretusa?
Yes, though I'm still to finish my potion and fetish into
And you're doing it under Philippa Eilhart's watchful eye.
help from a hero of our readings. Now that's drawing on sources. I'd be grateful. The locals are reluctant to buy magic.
Let's see what I can do.
Bakalım ne varsa.
Greetings!
A dwarf witcher. That would be something. A dwarf witcher. That would
You
be
repair armor, right?
Right.
You work just for your...
Not just.
You don't say much, do you?
And they said you're grumpy.
Dur lan.
Thanks. Greetings!
You associate with sorceresses?
Hadi. Şuradan ver la bir balık. Ben vereceğim parasını.
What's the rush? Oh, Witcher, I'm glad
We know each other?
so surprised by a stranger bearing gifts. I was in Flotsam when the massacre started.
Thanks.
Ne verdi?
Oh, another traveller.
From Temeria.
Had it at the tip of my tongue. So, what brings you to...
Business.
Just what I...
A witcher.
Well. What do witches do anyway?
We solve problems.
Oh, I have a problem with my boyfriend.
Did you find his entrails strewn on the porch and his head a few paces away? Because those are the kind of problems I solve.
Dur ya sana satayım, sen fakirmişsin ya. Gerçi biz de az fakir değiliz. Şuna bak ya. Bu ne ya? Kaça alıyoruz? Kaça satıyoruz? Şuna bak 10 katı. Bana illa bir mod yaptıracaksınız ha. Özellikle silahlar o kadar ucuza gidiyor ki yani insanın cidden hani siniri bozuluyor. Bir nedir ya? Ve internette şunu gördüm. 14'te biri. 10'da biri bile değil. 14'te birine alım satım yani. Cidden çok mantıksız. Onda biri diye çok iyimser düşünmüşüm yani. Normalde çoğu kişi şeyleri almaz bile yani kitapları. Ama benim hoşuma gidiyor.
Being so nice today.
I'm looking for places near Vergen where magic would be strong.
Let me think. Verfrin, a summoner of elementals, once lived in the wood. If boulders with arms and legs aren't magic.
You would trick me.
Hello?
dwarf witcher. That would be something.
One freak bigger than the next.
Lots going on. Out.
Oh, you swine!
He travels the lands, killing monsters.
Geralt, sit down. We haven't yet celebrated. Sorry. Where are my mans? Sheldon Skaggs, veteran of the battles of Sodden and Brenna.
And all ends along the way.
You've already met Vergen's elder?
Greetings. Gentlemen, not sure about you, but my throat's parched from all these greetings.
Funny. Those were the first words out of your mouth.
Master Dandelion's right. All right?
I'd gladly drink, but Saskia...
How can we help?
Have you ever heard of a plant called the dwarf?
Have we? The pigs have tight arses.
To tell the truth, I've no idea, Skaggs.
It's just a saying. You're the only one using it.
Witcher, the immortal. It appears most often.
Philippa needs it to heal Seth.
A rare curio. There's a mine nearby, and who knows?
Why are you dwarves fighting for Saskia?
If I had a knack for business, I'd be sitting on my arse in my own inn, not giving a shit for this war. I wasn't. If I could get killed, I'd rather know what I'm risking.
The woman's cuckoo, ready to spit in the Emperor's face even. But I have to admit, she knows all about warcraft. And damn it, she's right.
Do you hear him, Zigrin? Down on the elves already. And I bet he...
Is the mine far?
Not at all. It's in Ver...
You're eager for this expedition, but nobody...
Closed, that's true. But it's long overdue.
What are you talking about?
Not a month ago, miners started disappearing. Must have tapped the wrong vein and woken some scum from the deep. We closed the shaft, fearing the filth would...
Looks like we arrived just in time. Hey, get...
So it seems. Let's go.
Right on. With this crew, we needn't feed...
Another chance like this won't come around in a hurry. Fuck.
Let's meet at the mine's entrance.
Sorcerers mutated.
Good thing you're here, Geralt. A rhyme for wonder?
I'm no poet.
I know, but you have good...
Yonder?
Good!
Writing a sonnet for your new muse?
Better than that. I'm composing an anthem for Vergen.
No.
Listen. May
Hayır
those who
demiştim.
dream of freedom arise, seeing the sight of liberty with their eyes. Let us go together, become our brother. The choice is yours, you know there's no other. How far shall we venture in this great wonder? Elf, dwarf, and human set forth together yonder. Like it?
It rhymes,
Hayır.
kind of.
All right then, tell me what you discovered.
One thing's for sure. Letho's not...
If you wanted to pursue the assassin, you should have gone to Henselt's camp with Roach.
Just because I went after Triss doesn't mean I've forgotten about Letho.
Why do you care so much? It's not your coup or your...
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things that probably...
I'm not so sure you want to know them.
We'll see.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'm sure he wouldn't murder a king without a valid reason. Killing him would be a last resort. My memory's coming back. It's just bits and pieces so far, but I can feel them coming together, forming a whole.
What have you remembered?
A voyage. An endless trek south. I was following Yennefer in the wild hunt. I have no idea how long. It got cold. Only old people were left in the villages I passed through, but they all refused to tell me what had happened to the young, to their children. I finally pressed a man for information. He blamed it on wolf packs, on an outburst of drowners and rot.
Did you catch up to the hunt?
I don't know.
Got anything you can follow?
I'm looking. You once mentioned some elven poems about the hunt.
I believe...
Is it my imagination, or have you become a propaganda mouthpiece for the court?
You know what I really like about this place? There is no court. People are with Saskia because they want to be, not because they have to or should be.
You have a tendency to go from one extreme to the other.
And you have a tendency to shit on every ideal, even the most noble.
I try to take an objective view of the world.
Yet you've joined us. You have, haven't you?
I'm on Vergen's side, at this time.
Don't want to commit, eh? Well, Vergen isn't some whore you can just screw and forget.
I just want to make sure that woman named Vergen doesn't end up screwing me.
Let me see if I understand your position correctly. Kiss my right cheek, kiss my left cheek. Just don't kiss me on my butthole.
İğrençsin
Whenever I
ya.
see that stupid romantic spark in your eyes, I just know I'll have to haul your ass out of some new swamp very soon.
Oh, screw you and your help. Lots of humans, dwarves, even elves around here would follow me into fire.
I hope you're right about that.
Evet.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have
Just
no
gebersin
idea
ya.
if Triss is
Şeyin
alive.
ardından.
True. You seem to have two women when in fact
Hayır,
you don't
bir
even have
tane
one.
var, tamam mı?
Their
O da
kind
yine.
doesn't die easily. I believe I'll find Triss, alive.
And Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her. Yorvith seems to have changed.
Everyone changes here. Except you, of course.
I'm not sure I like changes of that kind. I find them hard to believe.
You're an idiot. Sasuke is giving Yorvith a chance. If he uses it well, he'll finally be able to emerge from that hole in the ground he's been living in for years. That's the least of it. If he plays his cards right, he can win everyone's respect. People only remember what they want to remember.
I suppose you're right. The Free State in the Pontar Valley could turn Yorvith from a brigand into a knight.
Which is why it's useless to wonder why he's changed. I wouldn't trust him with my child. But who knows what he'll become?
The Witcher's on board.
Let's get to work, my bearded friends.
Open the shaft, Scap. If you kill off those monsters, the whole of Vergum will be grateful. I'm sure some coin will be found.
We'll keep that in mind, Sedge. So, Sheldon, you opened the shaft yet?
Keep your pricks in your trousers. You can't just plough forward all the time. A mind is like a lover. You need to be gentle, so she accepts you moist and hot.
Çok romantik
You and
bir
your
herif.
music, Sheldon.
Hepinizden adam lan. En azından nazik bir insan. Boşver. Hadi içeceğiz o zaman. Burada bir şey yapayım. Gerek var mı? Hiç ışık var sağda solda ama.
I think I heard something.
Hello.
Carrier. That was close.
What was that?
Necrophages. With this many appearing, they must have a nest nearby.
Come on! Show yourselves! I'll let you taste my axe!
Oh, you're making them shit bricks.
Even then, they'd stink less than you.
Ben. Abi canınız az ya. Zolt'un canını az.
They're getting close.
How are things, Geralt? We should get together for a good libation.
Dünya varmış.
Right, Geralt.
Thanks for your help, Zoltan.
Say nothing of it. Enough yapping. Time for some vodka.
First, I want to see if my fuck date's still waiting.
Just don't strain yourself. It takes energy to... True interest. Give us a kiss!
You associate with sorcerers?
How are you?
Better than at Brenna. Though, but I promise you this. We'll kick it.
Zoltan says your company are...
Unbeatable.
Is that so?
Sounds good.
Give me your best...
You one strong son of a bitch.
Thanks.
You should take on Scalen. He beat me and Yarpen, and now beats his chest over it. The old company being...
Jealous bunch, aren't you?
Who fed the bird mash?
Evet, beni izlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Bu bölümü burada bırakıyorum. Sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere.